Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday. So we finished all of the requirement instructional videos for the blue belt techniques for the blue belt rank. This is a review day for testing. First technique we learned is uraken, back fist. Next technique is nukite, spear hand poke, which can be done under the throat, also to the eyes, solar plexus as demonstrated. Next we have keito, chicken wrist, with the formation. And again, if you have any questions on any of these, go back to the individual instructional video that kind of gives you what we do here. Last is morote uke, coming from the cup and saucer position, fist down. Coming from a swinging motion, inverting the fist upward. Okay? And each of those are associated with a stance. Again, review the instructional. Then we do each of those things stepping as well, starting from our front stance low block, hey, zenkutsudachi, gerambarai. Then we do our striking with steps. And as always, when we're testing, we're analyzing your balance, posture, structure, stance, everything else as well. Next, we do keito uchi. This can be done, and all of these can be done in square stance, shikodachi, as well as zenkutsudachi or nekodachi. I don't typically throw a lot of curveballs and add elements at the blue belt testing level, but it could happen. So, keito uchi in shikodachi. We start zenkutsudachi kirambarai, and then stepping shiko. And then nukite, again, with the various stances. Prep, zenkutsudachi kirambarai, nukite chudan, nukite jodan. And then morote uke. Again, the associated stance, palm down. We're going zenkutsudachi morote uke from cup and saucer. And then going backwards in shikodachi with palm up. Okay. So any of those versions can be mixed and matched on the exam. And that's it for the single Keyhole. Now we introduce the combination, and at first we stand in place, uchiuke gyakuzuki, inside out block with a punch. So we would start in place, then soto uke, then ageuke, and lastly, gerambarai. And then we would do those same things, stepping, and as we step, or from in place as well, go back to the instructional video, stepping back in each direction, stepping forward in each direction, stepping sideways, and so forth. But then walking it from front stance low block, right? We would go uchiuke, shikodachi, shift, gyakuzuki. And this is very important at this level to learn to press the hip into the stance for the punch. And then going back, the next block, and the high block, and the low block. And that's essentially it. And again, all of the stepping permutations as instructed in the previous video. Okay, that's our Keyhole, our basics. Now we apply the Keyhole in Ippon Kumite. And I won't go over that, I don't have a partner today, but we have a video on it. So the attacks would come from the attacker, the uke position. You would attack Jodan, and you would defend using any of the techniques from previous ranks. Then Chudan, then Maigeri, then we would attack Yokogeri Kikomi, then we would attack Mawashigeri. And you would have to know both the attack, of course, and the defense, or a defense, for each of those 5 attacks. Again, at this level, we're not doing any curveball surprises. We're keeping it pretty set in the format. We're not free-forming it. We're staying pretty much to just formal, controlled, safe. But still, at this point, where before I might have pulled my punch for a yellow-orange belt, if I'm attacking a blue belt, I'm going to be trying to hit him, okay? So that level has to raise a bit. Next, we have our Yakuzoku Kumite, which are first the Seidokan Yakuzoku, which is Seidokan number 3. We sidestep, double circle, or just knife in block. I prefer the 2. Grab, turn the arm, roundhouse kick. And then the Kempo techniques, which are auxiliary. If you're doing strictly Seidokan and not my dojo, these are non-compulsory, but they do help you learn some flow concepts. So we're going to do Kempo number 5. And then Kempo 18. And that would be all of the Yakuzoku or preset techniques for blue belt. Lastly, the Kata Anaku. And again, all of these are on the instruction. I could have just listed, okay, here's the requirements, review the test. This little brief demonstration I'm doing is just kind of give you a composite, compressed idea. So, Kata Anaku. Anaku! And that concludes a brief review. Again, just to synopsize the actual test. You may do more or less of that depending on the quality. At the blue belt level, at each level, we're looking for an appropriate amount of posture, hip, balance, no tilt, bob, or sway, keeping things in proper position, speed, power, focus, and at each level we expect a little improvement. Obviously, at the white to yellow, there may be wobbles. You may lose your balance on a kick or a stance. At the orange belt level, should be less of that. At the blue belt level, definitely looking for more power. Okay, that concludes our blue belt review. Hopefully it's helpful to synopsize that and give you an idea of what the blue belt test would go through. Thanks as always for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, talk to your friends, open a dojo, something. But as always, regardless of what else, keep practicing.